Downtown, along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's got room to roam, and he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown, touchdown Eagles. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him, because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Play action now for Fields. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Oh, yeah. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
The extra point is good, and the Eagles will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This pass deflected and caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is up and through. And the Eagles will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Field. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Second down, it's Fields. This one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Eagles are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Here's 2nd and 9. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Fields to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Now, for the point after. It's up and good. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. We try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Fields. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far, and this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. First and 10 now from the 36. He'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and long. Fields now. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It is a big play for the Eagles. 55 yards on the game.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal,
and that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Eagles continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49 to nothing. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Fields. He connects with Gray on that one.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open man is Davis. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down. Now Fields. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Fields. Taking a shot for Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw it.
And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers cut into the lead a little bit. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, the offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That one brought in by Nakua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a second down throw for Fields. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive?
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away, you can point to the turnover. Always key. Tells the story so often. We did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.